All right. Here we go, holy ones. Starting this transmission of spirit. Yes, Makaya. Bringing it on in. This higher self, higher evolution. Bring it into your 3D self. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. And looks like we're getting started. Looks like we got it started. We got lights. We got some camera going on. Got some action going on. Wow. It's a blessing to see all my brothers and sisters coming in. I'm so sorry, you guys, I'm late. I'll talk about that when there's a little bit more people. But in these teachings, we talk about the higher self. Well, other spiritual systems as well, but we talk about, 12 levels of our human DNA consciousness. And so, think about this. Excuse me. Think about this. If other systems say there's only 7 chakra, they are not reaching Christ consciousness. They're stuck at the oversoul level. They're not aiming high enough. They're, well, you just to say they're just not giving themselves that gift. They're not opening that to their awareness, to their consciousness, to their DNA template. And so they're stuck in a lower level of themselves, a lower potential. So when we talk about higher self, higher consciousness, we're talking about 12 levels. And of course, it doesn't stop at 12, but that's our human, what all humans have. That's what all of you are capable of reaching, of bringing in this lifetime. It doesn't have to be, thousands of years of reincarnation. No, we're learning how to do that. And so that's tonight's conversation. And you guys, I'm sorry I'm late. I was running behind. I was going shopping. I left the house at 3:15. And I looked at my clock on the way home. I'm like, OMG, it's 5:30. And, I had to undo the dishes, or not dishes. I mean, put away the groceries. I had to do some other things, in the bathroom. So, and then I had to set up my show. Sorry, guys. I'm here. I'll try not. It's 44. Someone put 44 in the chat. You saw it. Sarah Holder saw it. We're like, quick draw, right? 44, 33, 22, what? 11. Melvin Sanford, my chiwa to you, brothers and sisters. Jose, did I say it right? Josie or Jose, right? It's Jose Ra. I don't want to mess up people's name. Please correct me. I'm not offended. I don't want to offend you. Celine, sister, my chiwa. Big hugs to you. I'm so happy to see you. Thank you. I wouldn't want to do this alone, right? And we have JR Best in the house. Yes, love and light of the one infinite creator. And that's what we talk about here, you guys, is the universal sacred law of one. Well, law of one. Okay, so there is only one God, creator, and I like how you said it. Infinite, creator. So let's go, says Kevin. What's up, Holy One? Sarah Holder, so glad to see you, sister. Monster Quinn in the house. Hey, Star Sister, so happy to see you. Thank you for joining us. UTD in the house. Welcome, Delta Divine. Good to have you. Thank you for being here today, Kevin. Oh, thank you. It's a different one. I don't need to always do planets and stuff. Check out my pad. What's up? You know, who wants to come on over? 55. I claim that. Didn't you see the 55? Getting these master numbers going on. Sunset Dreams. Hola, mi amor. Good to see you, star sister. Thank you, Melvin. Appreciate that. And this is always artwork that I created, so I like to be creative, and I'll try to have different backgrounds. Tracy Carroll. Hey, all. Love, love, love. Y'all. Can someone please tell me what y'all is? Is that like slang? I thought that was like a country boy, country girl type of thing. They say y'all. So happy to see you, Tracy. Daphne B in the house. All those positive healing vibes. Melinda Fisher. El Salvador, Kira Shea. You reaching for that higher self, right? That's really higher self. Free White Dove. OMG, you guys are just flowing on in. The Nikki Colombo show in the house. Wow, can I keep up? I don't know. Indigenous Femi 9. You all. Oh, you all. Yeah, I know. It's like slang. I'm not like making fun of her. I'm just saying, I hear people say that. You all. What's up, y'all? But you say it with the country accent. Howdy, y'all. You know, they kind of blend it together. I know what that means. I'm just being silly. Sorry. Oh my goodness. HM Hunja X agrees. I'm happy when people agree, right? So yeah, I'm in a good mood. It seems like you all are in a good mood. And as we explore your higher consciousness, because why settle, right? Why just like, only experience a 3D consciousness when you got so much more potential? Might as well utilize that potential, holy ones. Mochiwa. Let's cleanse this higher evolution coming in. Let's purify and protect this space, because after all, we're all coming together in the same space. We're holding space together. Yes. Put this incense right here. Yeah, baby, we got it going on. But I went to the store. I committed myself beforehand. I said, you're only getting vegetables. No crackers, nothing with sugar, nothing packaged. I was a good boy, you guys. I got carrots and celery and cucumbers and tomatoes and bell peppers and some stuff for smoothies, such as bananas and strawberries and blueberries and coconut milk. I forgot dates. Dates is extra. If you don't want to be skinny, you throw some sunflower seed butter in there, some dates. It helps add more calories. You don't have to be skinny as a vegan, holy ones. And by the way, having a great, excellent alkaline diet is wonderful in assisting you reaching your higher self, because it facilitates it. No, really, let's be honest, because I'm talking about myself too. Let's be honest with ourselves. Does candy bars serve your higher self? If you think about it, candies and sweets and junk food and crackers and chips, all that stuff is weapons. Dang. I'm guilty. I was eating donuts. I was eating stuff that wasn't good for my higher self. Let's be honest with each other. I mean, with ourselves. So I was good, and you notice when you only go to the produce department, your bill is a lot smaller than when you're buying all that other stuff. I don't eat meat in general. I haven't went and bought meat at the store in a long, long time. But there is emergency food. I think all of you should have some goods and definitely extra water always. Always. Because if there's some world catastrophe, some crisis, we're all going to need that supply. And so it's kind of hard to take some carrots and celery and stuff and keep it lasted for 3 years. You would have to dehydrate it and store it, all that crap. So I'm going to have some extra, 1 can of soup, chili, whatever, well, that's 1 day of food in extreme circumstances. So if you have 30 cans, that's one for one person. That's a month of extra of food in case it all goes down to crap. Machiwa. It's interesting because I have a water well on this property that I'm renting, but it needs electricity to pump out the water. Okay, it's not going to help me when, SHTF. Machiwa. And since I had to use the bathroom, I don't go into great details there. I'm in pain because that was unplanned. I was supposed to, I did go once. I'm one of those people who only go once a day. I do not want to go twice a day. Anyways, some people probably, maybe when I start eating all this veggies again, then I will go twice a day. I don't know. So we got the incense going on. We got the conversation going on. And we're trying to reach our higher self. We go into meditation. You go into practices like yoga. You learn pranayama. You actually set aside some of your day. 10 minutes, 30 minutes, or more. Training your spirituality. Just like you go and train at the gym. Okay, you spend 30 minutes, an hour, hour and a half or more. Some big dudes go in there for 2 hours. You go for walks, maybe yourself or a partner, or you take your pet dogs for walks. You set aside time for that stuff. Set aside time for meditation and studying, even studying. Studying the, Ashana Deen, studying the Kathara teachings, studying the Sliders material. Like what I heard Selena's doing in Indigo, they're studying together. They're like, if you guys want to, you can make a public group for studying the stuff. Like, I think it's so wonderful that you guys are taking it upon yourselves to actually make this a priority in your life. It's important. Just like you spend a lot of us spent time in school, even like if it's just a little bit of college, or you went to a university, got a degree. Man, you spent a big chunk of your life studying. Well, we're going to be studying. We're going to be spending a chunk of our life studying and mastering this information, which I'll give source for all the new people. This is coming from the Emerald Order Teachings. MCEO. Melchizedek Cloister Emerald Order. We could also call it just Emerald Covenant. Okay? And so our teacher, speaker 1, is Ashana. And she's the first speaker of this information and brought it in. And so a lot of us are studying it and talking about it, practicing it. Some of us, like myself, I'm teaching it too. And so I had some weird comment the other day, like no one's ever really said that before. You You shouldn't be teaching someone else's stuff. What are you talking about? First of all, Ashana teaches, what do you call that? It's in the name of the Kathara. Let me check it real quick. She teaches you to be a teacher yourself. But I want to open the PDF just to see what the word was. The word, it's in the wording of the Kathara, right at the top. And I'll show it to you. So whoever this person was who said this crap, I can show you. Ashiana teaches you to teach others. What does it say? Certificate program. Facilitator instructors. Okay? There's nothing wrong for me to be teaching these teachings. It's ridiculous. I don't know, so low vibe judgment there. But anyways. There's nothing wrong with me teaching Ashana's work. I mean, it's not. It's all our work. This is the. Are you part? She's part of the Emerald Covenant. I'm part of the Emerald Covenant. You, brother and sister, are part of the Emerald Covenant. This is a Guardian Alliance thing. It's a team thing. Just saying. Anyways, and by the way, it's not the easiest material. Okay, Ashana is an advanced teacher. And she doesn't downstep all the time. She's not going to address beginners when it's a series of expanding teachings. You're not going to jump into Sliders 10 when you don't know Jack yet. You got to go way at the beginning. So that's why we study. That's why we teach beginners. And by the way, this was 20 plus years ago. She was using Mylars and a screen. Now we can do social media and show pictures and share. What, I don't need to explain it. So anyways, you guys, I'm so happy that we can come together. I'm happy that we can talk about these things. Talk about the higher self, which is the soul level. Here we are in 3D. That's not your higher self. This is just the 3D self. This is yourself here. Let me push this back. Sometimes this is really strong. This is our level here. Our consciousness is 3D consciousness. And you talk about your 3 chakras. There's one down here, there's one down here, and there's one right here. That's Earth. Okay? So if you are in the 3rd dimension, the 2nd and 1st chakra are your past or your lower selves. You're currently embodied in the 3rd dimension. And so anything lower than the 3rd dimension is your lower self. Anything higher, located in higher dimensions, your other selves, are your higher selves. And so we're multi-dimensional beings, you guys. Simultaneous. We exist simultaneously. That's how higher self, higher consciousness works. It works more like a collective, more like a family of consciousness that you can, maybe not now, but maybe some of you are starting to see your other selves, but realize that that's normal in the higher dimensions. That you are, down here, it's kind of like, I mean, of course there's some legitimate psychosis, but what about those people who have multiple personalities? Okay? I don't think that's always a negative thing. I think some people are psychic, but science and psychologists and shrinks don't acknowledge psychic abilities. If you are if you're honest and have some, some idea of the BS or the programming that's happening in government, like you're not naive to it, that psychologists and shrinks is most likely, in my opinion, the dark side. They will, if you tell your shrink that you're astral traveling, for example, they will chemically stop that. They will give you something for your own good. And most of the time, your parents are dealing with you at home, and they just want the doctor, the psychologist, or the shrink to stop your whatever you're doing. The parent doesn't know, the psychologist doesn't know, the shrink doesn't know. This is what happens to indigo children. It's a program. It's an attack on these kids. Why do you think ADD, ADHD crept up in the past 20 so years? It wasn't always here. Well, now it's an attack on these kids. There's distortions happening. And these are manifestations of that. We see that. Howdy, Zoto. Frey in the house. I love you, Tracy Carroll. Cosmic Dan. I wanted to be a psychologist. Let me refresh my screen because it's behind. It's always behind. It gets behind and I can't see. 7-7. If anyone's into sevens. 999 chat? What? I'll go back to Dan real quick, but let me check this out. Free White Dove became a member. Welcome, Free White Dove again, Machiwa. And Frey. Thank you, sister. Bless you. And I know that's not your first time. Thank you for supporting this work and that exchange of energy. Bless you. And she also made a comment. Thank you for all you do. Your teaching is the only one I resonate with. Sending good vibes to Soul Family. Yes, Frey. Bless you, sister. And I'm glad you found your family. And we gravitate to each other. We find each other. It's an organic, beautiful thing. Because we're not perfect. Come on. A lot of us were caught up, entangled in the New Age distortions. Most of us probably rebelled against religion. I know I did. When I was a teenager, I couldn't stand it, but I was in it. And I had to go. I was made to go. And I had a very strict stepdad who wouldn't put up with, my attitude back then, So I used to get beat by my parents. Raggy XX Muffin! Machi! What? Let's dance together, man. What's up? Thank you, Star Sister. Much love to you. I like your little guy there, little creature. What's his name? Thank you. So I want to go back to Dan real quick. Let me find it. There's so many people chatting. Cosmic Dan. I wanted to be a psychologist, but I learned it's quite primitive compared to spirituality. And that's a very good observation. Because it's limited, and what I just got through kind of like commenting on. It's a program. It's taking you off of spirituality. Think about that. They're not going to be talking about God and spirits and angels in their teachings or in their line of work. That's all distortions. Your vision. You're seeing stuff in your head. We got some pharmaceuticals for that. Here's your prescription. HV Star Sister, what's up? Machiwa. My goodness, you guys, you're so loving tonight. Thank you so much, HV. I do this for you guys, and it's a great blessing to have that exchange and to have you regulars. To have this community. It's wonderful. It's a blessing, a gift. Thank you so much, HV. Machiwa. Carla, I have some sort of PTSD, and I feel like I have split personalities. Yeah, you guys, this is a spiritual war, and those kind of things. The interesting thing is, right? let's say you're trying to self-heal yourself. And you go online, you search about PTSD, you see what other people are saying about it and doing for it. You're not going to get spiritual answers. You're going to get some psychological explanations. Okay? So, the people in religions are only seeing through a certain lens. Psychologists will only see through a certain lens. They have manuals and books on how to help you. But if you talk about things, see, it doesn't really help you. They're not helping an indigo child. They're harming the indigo child. And the kid is acting up anyways because we talk about indigo type 3s. Indigo type 3s have a freaking Nephilim soul essence with them. It was an agreement. And so they don't know that. They don't remember that. Most don't. But, you know, when they try to have a 3D person, shrink, or psychologist help them, it ain't helping. And certainly the pharmaceuticals is not going to help. It just makes you in outer space. Mommy, I feel like I'm in outer space. It's good for you, honey. Joe D became a member. Welcome, Holy Angel. Bless you, part of the family. Welcome. Machua. I'm just looking at different comments throughout the live. Spirulunable. Spirulunable or spirulunable? Love to you, Holy One. Charles Willard. Hello, hello, hello. Indigo Vato Locos Wizard. Wizard 9. What's up, brother? Lady Jade. Yeah. Coco Vanderbilt, Machua, Zuzi, Kingdom in the house. Lots of fire, getting lit already. I'm actually surprised the pain isn't so bad. Who knows why? I don't know why. It usually is supposed to be bad. I'm not going to say, hey, let's be, pain. Mr. Williams 25. This planet is falling heavy. And the indigos aren't doing anything. That's why the work falls on my and other avatars. It's heavy. Well, indigos are higher than avatars, but they get caught up in the drama. They're targeted, and actually I've made videos about this, that they seek, the MyLab military abductions, or even the Zeta Gray alien abductions. They don't abduct 3D humans. They're abducting starseeds and indigo children because they have the higher awakened chakra strands of the silicate matrix, also called the diamond sun. So we have the diamond sun DNA, and people are activated at different levels of it, depending on your soul experience. Okay? Maybe you have had, you would say, progression in your spiritual evolution in each lifetime. Some people stay in the same place, just reincarnate. They ain't learning jack. They ain't moving forward. Some people do the opposite. They actually move backwards. They de-evolve. They become angry. They become judgmental. They become in fear. That's a bad thing for you, to be in fear, to be living in shame. It's very bad for you. That's what religion does. Fear God, put you in fear, put you in shame. Because you're guilty, and so you should be shameful. You need to be in God's graces, all that stuff. See, those energies are dangerous for you. They disempower you. These teachings are called they're nicknamed the freedom teachings, because they free your mind, they free your consciousness from this entangled, distorted paradigm, agendas. And there's many agendas, not just the Anunnaki agenda, but there's reptilian agendas, the Dracos especially. They're the ones who actually take us over with the Zeta Gray aliens. And so this is a threat. And so this is a extraterrestrial military takeover, but secretly, like behind the scenes. Until when humans realize what the F happened, it'll be too late. So, of course, there's always awakened people Hello, starseeds, indigos. Okay, there is awakened people. There is people who know this shadow in the world. And so while you're trying to reach your higher self, you're trying to open and activate, there's so many things in food, junk foods, in meat, in the air, chemtrails, in the water, they put stuff in the water, they put stuff in your food. I start to think that a lot of foods are agendas. Come on, do you think they stopped with the chemtrails and that's it? You think they just stopped with injections? No, they're attacking us, the human spirit, on many levels. They don't want you to have higher self activation. They don't want you to have your 12 strand. Actually, they're afraid that humans could activate their 12 strand. Then they would lose all their interest here, all their power here. All the illusions would disappear. I mean, humans wouldn't be controlled by those illusions, right? And so it's really a journey that each of us choose. Okay, you're going to choose to make all of these distortions in your life, transmute those, and then start on a path of change. Like, you guys, I'm not perfect either. I'm dealing with stupid stuff like food sometimes myself, and so it is an ongoing battle. I mean, for all of us, it's not easy as pie or cake, whatever you call it. It's not like, become a master in one day and you don't have to worry about nothing. No, this is an ongoing struggle, an ongoing battle. And so, like, come on, you got to meditate. We have to do breath work. We have to do, learn techniques. We have to run energies. We have to eat properly. We have to think properly. It's not easy claiming your higher self, but it's not impossible either. There's legitimate techniques and information that we're learning and practicing. So thank you for all you brave enough to do that and working on it. $77. Yeah, I saw that too. 77. Parasites. Amber, Twin Flame, DQ, Angelic Team, 144,000. Wow. Yeah. But the people in power will not allow free energy. Free energy is from the God. Is from the consciousness of God, what we call prana, life force energy. That's God's consciousness at different frequencies. And if you look at the universal time matrix, that's 15 main frequencies. Like, each one is a different level of creator's consciousness energy. It's free. But and advanced humans, or humans who are, let's say, a civilization of humans on the planet, were following unity consciousness, omni-love, law of one, then we would have free energy. But who's in power? The dark sides in like governmental power, banking power, working behind the scenes. They don't want you to have free energy. They don't want you to have technologies. They don't want you to have med beds. They don't, I'm surprised they even have this. Something like this. I'm surprised this got through the system. This is a healing device. It really does work. You guys, this is my personal, honest testimony about this. I don't know what I would have done when I was really bad off. When I was really bad and having big problems, This is, I wouldn't say saved me, but it certainly made a big difference, right? So, get my... I forgot to squeeze this one. If I can pick it up, darn it. Okay. Don't get it in my eye, man. It went all over the place, see? I don't get tired of lemon water. When I was homeless, living in a storage unit, I was still drinking my lemon water. So, this is mostly, you would say, higher self is connected to your chakra. Okay? The chakras are related also to your DNA. This is why when you affect the chakra, you affect the DNA, which affects your connection to higher self. And so, naturally, that happens over thousands of years. It could be tens of thousands of years. And we know our immediate soul family is 12 incarnations. Let me see. That would be 8 soulmates, 4 twin flames. 8 plus 4, 12. So, yeah, man, this is a extraterrestrial attack on humans' higher selves. They don't want you activating your higher evolution. Why do you think they called it junk DNA? It's a trick. Oh, it's junk. Don't worry about it. Oh, here, honey. Here's your pharmaceuticals. Here's your junk food. Here's your chemtrails. Here's your injections. Here's your poison food, your poison water. Here's your programming in your religion. Here's your programming in New Age. Holy cow! Right? I mean, Monster Quinn wants to get lit. We're like bombarded. Maybe there's going to be World War III, but we're already in war. We're already in it, in conflict. They want us to be sick and diseased and confused and angry and attacking each other. You see? So don't do what they want. Get along with each other, love each other. Like when I went to the store, I'm like just feeling, I'm not high or nothing. I'm just like being peaceful and kind to everyone I interact, like the cashier or whatever. Someone, I'm putting my stuff on the thing. I'm sorry, I apologize, or whatever. We're kind to each other. We're friendly to each other, to the world, to people. Even if when people are not friendly to you, you be considerate. You're representing a higher consciousness. If they're not going to be the adult, you're going to be the adult. You're going to be the responsible one. You're going to be the kind one, the friendly one, the loving one. Okay, so let people, it's not about letting, but people are going to act the way they are. That's their vibration, man. That's their 3D consciousness. They just have butt, groin, and ego consciousness. Okay, they want to stay there. That's the lowest vibe. The lowest level of yourself. Aim higher. Go for your astral consciousness. I didn't say ass consciousness. I said astral. Just being clarification. Astral. Go for your archetype consciousness. Go for your third eye, baby. That's your soul level. Heart, throat, third eye. That's your soul level. That's your higher selves. Part of them. This is your higher self too. A much higher self. This is a higher self. No, this is not diagonal. This is horizontal. This one's horizontal. I mean vertical. Diagonal. This one's actually, this one is actually vertical. This one is vertical. Most of them are horizontal. Out the front, out the back. And then there's a couple, there's two that are diagonal. So, what was very interesting, one thing I did see that Drunvalo Melchizedek did talk about was he just called them beams, though. He didn't call them chakras. He called them beams of light or something. He talked about the ones coming out like this, and like that. So I was quite surprised. But he started adding some other stuff in his teachings. But anyways, there is this thing going on. Like you would say, cross intersecting. There's a third eye coming out the forehead, but there's this intersecting ninth one. The unicorn, it's like the unicorn horn. Okay, and I had read someone's message, I believe. They said they've experienced that. They saw some diagonal, like, energy, or they just described it as energy, and going upward like that, like I was talking about. But yeah, this is something that you could literally feel and see. As a matter of fact, when I meditate on my chakras to, focus on my chakras, I try to imagine them as literally coming out like a beam coming out this way, and that it connects in the middle of my, it's called the prana tube. The prana tube comes like right in the middle of your body, all the way down. Of course, you can't do that with your legs. Your legs, you still think of the pillar going all the way straight down, between your legs, down to the earth, through the earth, to the core, the middle of earth. Yes, earth is round. Okay? And so, I've shown several diagrams that Ashiana uses that shows a round earth. I've never once heard Ashiana talk about flat earth. Not once. I just heard her talk a lot about inner earth. Not hollow earth, that's some other BS. Inner earth, and how there's cities in there, crystal cities. Eventually I want to talk a lot more about Atlantis and Lemuria, but in Eden. But this is a big subject, and I still want to talk about the Forbidden History first. Like, I'm only on part 2 of the Forbidden History. There's still a lot more to go. But anyways, I will eventually talk about Inner Earth more. I've made one video a long time ago. You can check it out. But yeah, this is our heritage, and so is your higher self. Your higher self is your heritage. But people in New Age are not connecting to that identity. They don't have the creation mechanics. They don't understand what the soul level is, what the oversoul. They don't even use those terms. Nor do they connect it to angels and archangels. I don't hear them talking about avatars. I don't hear them talking about Rishi. Nobody talks about Rishi except for the Emerald Order teachings. I mean, they're plasmic, spherical, not flat, not 2D, spherical. They're spherical plasmic beings. And that's you. Yourself at the 13th or 14th or 15th dimension. You're a sun and a massive collective. Like think about this. If your avatar level, well, it's going to be 12th dimension, 10, 11, and 12. If your avatar level has 1,728, what do you think your Rishi level has? So it's a bigger consciousness, a bigger gestalt. And so those beings are eternal. There is no distortion up there. That's what our brother said, the Kirashe. Like, if you hear someone say Kirashe, you know they have some information about the Emerald Order teachings, Ashiana's teachings. And so, yeah. So when my brother said Kirashe, I know what's up. He's been studying Voyagers, right? The Kirashe, the Kundure. Be kind, love. Christos Avatar, my 13th birthday was on Friday the 13th. And on a Good Friday holiday. Oh, there's Good Friday? Wow. That's an interesting alignment, right? Thank you for sharing, Holy One. Is it your birthday? Oh, you said... Well, you didn't tell us your actual birthday, but thank you. Be kind, love. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, Crystal Cities. And if you read about the Voyagers, it's not called... The whole place is not called Agartha. Agartha is one place in Inner Earth. But nobody uses the word Inner Earth, man. Everybody says Agartha. The Guardians call it Inner Earth. But they'll mention Agartha continent. Okay. That's curious. Because I know there's even islands in Inner Earth. Islands! So we'll do this together on the screen. I like to do that. Show, how Bible people quote chapters and verses. We quote Emerald Order Voyagers. Okay, so we'll look up Agartha. This is Voyagers 1, right? Oh, this is Cathara. It's not going to be in Cathara. 43 results. Dang. I didn't know it was that many. Agartha and the Essenes, Hebrews and Christians. Oh, this is very interesting. The subterranean lands. These subterranean lands were originally called Ar-Ratath, later Agartha, and since about 3,000 years ago, Agartha. So that's a little history, trivia there. Subterranean lands. Oh, there's a whole chapter on Agartha. The civilizations of Agartha, sea, Inner Earth. They exist in the frequency bands. You guys, this is what I've been teaching you or telling you about you. They're one of the three timelines that humans go into is this one, Agartha timeline. It's between D3 and D4, so you would say like 3.5, 3.5, and they do say 3.5 vibration spin. You see how they talk about angular rotation of particle spin, 22.5 degree reverse angular rotation. So it does get mathematical. What's very interesting, they talk about the Tara's D4 Merkaba field appears as a sun to those of Inner Earth. So they're not seeing a sun like we think of a sun. It's actually the core of another planet. Okay, and that was Tara's planet, that the Inner Earth sees their sun. Their sun is actually a planet. The core of a planet. We see the cores of planet. It's a weird concept to understand, but that's what's going on there. I think that's not what I wanted to show you though. Let me keep going to Agartha. It appears in 3.5. The shift to Agartha. See the shift. Now the bridge zone no longer exists. That failed, but that's why we're on Ascension Plan B, right? But some humans who have 4.5 strands will go to the 3.5 Agartha. Your consciousness is always one dimension higher than your body. So 3.5 means your consciousness would be in 4.5. The inner earth, Agartha. I'm still not finding it when it talks about the islands. Agartha 2.5, 3.5, accretion, Gartha merging with earth, Agartha and Tara. Agartha, whoa, what was that? Destruction. See, there is a destruction in 2976 AD. If the bridge zone fails, and it did fail, so Earth will meet its intent. Earth will be destroyed in 2946 AD. I got to make a video about this, man. I haven't read this in a while. So, yeah. And also there's something, I think that has something to do with the Zeta Gray aliens. If I'm not mistaken. Portions of the inner earth, Agartha civilizations, will suddenly be visible, and it will seem as if they had always been there. This is part of ascension, you guys. You will see physical changes on the planet. The continents change. Agartha, inner earth. Agartha. I can't find it, man. And let me look for the word islands. Let me go to the top and look for the word islands. Or just put island in case it's singular. Island, 39 results. 36 results for islands. I'll try this one. Atlantis Islands. We don't want Atlantis Islands. Islands of Atlantis. Atlantean Islands. Atlantean Islands. It's going to be Atlantis. Bermuda Islands. Atlantis Islands. Wait, what does this say about Bermuda Islands? Which reduced the continent of Atlantis to small landmass of 3 islands in the area of what is now called Bermuda Islands. You know why they're having all that paranormal activity in Bermuda? Airplanes disappearing and stuff like that? Now you know why. Atlantean Islands, whatever. Okay, I'm not going to waste your time. I was trying to find this. She brought up Agartha, so. Thank you, guys. I just know that, Ionian Islands. There's something called Ionian Islands in Inner Earth. Agartha is one of the places in Inner Earth. It's not all meant to be one word for Inner Earth called Agartha. Agartha is just a part of Inner Earth. But nobody uses the word Inner Earth. They use Hollow Earth, or they use Agartha. Like when I make videos and stuff, I have to look at the keywords that people will type in to find it. And when I do search on the keyword Inner Earth, there's only a few people using that term. When there's a whole shit ton of people using the word Agartha. You see what I'm saying? Am I going to use that keyword? Or am I going to use the keyword that's this big, right? So... It gets you to the same place. We're talking about the same thing. We're just in a different lingo. Jenny. Oh, I missed it. There we go. Australia. Welcome, Renato. Much respect. Yeah. So, you have complete control. Excuse me. You have, each and every one of you guys have complete control over your connecting to your higher self. It's based on your determination, on your efforts. Are you practicing? Are you walking the path? Are you speaking just lip service? Or are you actually, let me refresh my screen. Because... quite frankly, a lot of people just speak lip service, for example, to Christ consciousness. They're not actually walking and talking it. And think about this. All those people who are pretending, faking, fronting, the fake spiritual people, even the fake spiritual teachers. The real awakened people see you making a fool of yourself. We're not calling you a fool, but you're not fooling everybody. You know, posers, scammers, selling their snake oil, right? And so, you guys, I use incense almost every day. So I always got to buy more charcoal, got to buy more pounds of incense. You know, even when I'm not doing shows, I'll do it at the drum circles. I'll do it when I'm doing a meditation. I'll do it when I'm walking around in I call it mastermind, you know, where I'm just thinking about what's going on in my life. I always do that, mastermind. Introspection, a deep introspection. This thing is not cooperating. This is amber, baby. This is like a sweet amber. Like, this smells sweeter than the other amber. So, and think about this, you guys. Your higher self is more psychic, more intelligent, more, you know, awakened. More blood, more, you don't use the word good, but, you know, more loving, like who connects to higher, you could say closer to God, but we're all God, but I'm saying it remembers more of Creator. It's connected more. That's the whole thing about your higher self. This is why our 3D self has incentive to connect to our more higher evolved versions that exist simultaneously right now. Your higher self is living its life in its time vector right now. That's how the hologram works. It's simultaneous and operates and functions all at once in the present now. And so it's all moving forward in its time space, and you can start to awaken to that part of you. Tonight's topic. You're trying to open a dialogue to your higher self. You guys, like everything, some of the first things you should always do is put intention. Make it a manifestation. Make it an affirmation. I'm connecting to my higher self. I'm connecting to my higher self. I'm connecting to my higher self. I am my higher self. I am my higher self. You see, you go into this mental exercises with yourself. Energy, emotions, you visualize things. You see yourself as a greater being. That's another practice, using visualization, seeing yourself as a higher being. Maybe you're taller. Maybe you're less dense, like a ghost. Maybe you're blazing light, energy, frequency. That's how you draw. That's some ways to draw that to you, besides doing, the basic stuff like going into stillness. Okay? Go into yourself. Go into your inner God spark, your inner Christos. Go inside. Meditate there. Put intention there. Ask questions there. Get answers there inside. Okay? So we're distortions of the higher self. The higher self is distorted too if it's below the 12th dimension. So it still has lessons to learn, but it's much more evolved than you are. And man, I've seen some of my higher selves and they're glorious. You see your higher selves, they're glorious, man. And so, I mean, you wouldn't notice their imperfections, right? because they're like, OMG, and you might even have tears of joy or just emotional. It's so powerful. And so when we talk about, sometimes this is yourself can up there, can appear to yourself as a spirit guide. But just understand that your higher selves, because I think some people have this misconception. You look the same in all these dimensions. That's nonsense. Think about this carefully. It's real simple. Why do you look the way you look? Because of your mother and your father. It's not some secret mystery. Not because of some DNA from your higher self. It's BS. This is just a shell that was created, biological shell, from your mother and father. But this isn't your identity, but people make it their identity. Okay? So you're not going to look like this up there or down there or somewhere else. You're going to have different parents. You're going to have different planet, different experiences, different atmosphere, different, all kinds of different stuff. So you're not going to look identical. Even your parallel self. Well, I don't know about that. I'll have to check with, I'm not sure about that. Your parallel self could be a copy of this version, right? But so I can't quote you about the parallel self, but I know here you're not going to be looking the same. So that's why your spirit guide doesn't look like you. Because it's on a different planet. It's from a different dimension. And probably a different race. You're not always, particularly working on the same DNA or the same agendas. So your other cells could be very, very, very different than you. Look different. I mean, it's not so important to know that, but it helps you have a reference whenever you see or interact with spiritual beings. Because some of those spiritual beings, are you. Your family of consciousness. So, what's up, Joseph? Michael Romero? Yeah, Zoto. That has been messing me up. Like, I'm going to smoke with you guys right now. But it gives me the munchies, man. It's known for that. People know that. And we think it's cute. Oh, I got the munchies. I want to eat some junk food. I want to eat some crackers. Hey, I'm right there with you. Let's eat some donuts. And I don't want to talk about that sweet shit right now. I'm actually got a fridge full of healthy food right now. So I can't wait to start bringing that into, if I have the munchies, I'm going to munch on a banana. I'm going to munch on an apple or a pear or you can't dip your carrots in some sauce or whatever, but hey, you guys eat pizza. I was even considering that. I don't want to though. I'm trying to change that. So, but anyways, yeah. It's not like the end of the world if you eat crappy food. I mean, it just makes things more challenging. It does things like, hey, maybe you have some health issues now. Maybe you can't sleep like you used to or want to. You're not in balance. You're not like, think about this, you guys. The human body does have a natural organic form, but we're goblin creatures compared to what that is. We've been so distorted, and it didn't happen yesterday. It's not just happening in the past 20, 30 years. This happened back in Atlantis, man. They talk about how the reptilians came 200,000 plus years ago and literally took control of the planet, and humans started literally de-evolving. Okay? And I've heard Ashana say that before too. We can de-evolve into animal forms. It's not like we came from animal forms. Do you guys understand? These scientists or these theories that we came from the apes. No. Backwards. Those forms like Neanderthal specifically and Cro-Magnon specifically, those forms are not before the human form. That's that whole Darwinian crap. Those are distortions of the humans. And think about that. If they are distortions, of course they're going to have human DNA. Because they were human. Now they're deformed, distorted humans. And we're talking about within 2 or 3 generations, humans could become a different looking creature. If you lost a whole strand of DNA, because that's what descension is. You fall from your higher self, from a 4th dimensional astral self, to a 3D human. You look totally different than that version. And we could consider that self godlike. When we say that, when we say terms like that, that means, oh wow, there's so much better, so much more perfected body, so much more beautiful, so much more intelligent, so much more evolved. They're living in science fiction because they're in spaceships and traveling the galaxy. They're traveling stargates. They're meeting ETs all over the place, all the time. It's normal, like a zoological, social life. You're seeing all these. Well, you would say xenological, right? Xenomorphs, or other beings, other species. And of course, they're all speaking different language. You would need some universal translator. You want to speak to a Vulcan or a Klingon or something like that, right? And think about this. If we're so much more smarter and so much more DNA, we probably all speak many languages, extraterrestrial languages too. If I would learn an ET language, it would definitely be the Anuhazi language, right? Machiwa. Okay, so, Who wants to get lit? If anyone wants to get lit with me, please put a fire emoji in chat so I can see it, and we'll get lit if anyone wants to get lit. If not, we don't have to. It's okay. TMB444. My neighbor is reptilian. I never noticed it till I started awakening. He's even deep in politics. Lots of laugh. I don't even think he knows he's a reptilian. You guys, this is classic. This is classic. When you start to awaken, like you just said, you are, oh, there we go, holy ones. Of course, lots of fires in chat. You are activating your I've heard Ashana talk about it many times, your 4th strand. You're activating your 4th strand, and you will see, like you mentioned, they don't even know it. You will see their true nature. Even if it's just for a split second, you might see reptilian eyes, a reptilian face. And think about this. That isn't shapeshifting. That's you seeing into their fields what they are. And a lot of these beings are sleeping, like not awakened to themselves. Like many indigo children don't know they're indigos. They're too busy, like the indigo type 3 is too busy having dramas and issues. Yeah, baby, you guys want to get lit. Zuzi's getting lit. Zoto getting lit. Carla, hot and sour poop wants to get... Oh, you ran out. You don't have anything? Can't you find something between the sofa or, I don't know, check somewhere? You should always have emergency stash, right? You should plan not to run out. Go to the dispensary, man. Come back in 20 minutes. We'll see you. No, I'm just messing with you. With the bowl vibrating. Yeah. Free White Dove, UTD, Indigo Wizard. What's up, homie? You gonna get lit too? Celine, sister. Oh, hey, can you guys tell me if Starman's okay? I haven't seen Starman. I don't know. It's been 3 weeks at least. So, but yeah, you guys, we're okay. We're all on a journey to awaken our. I mean, oops, there's something wrong with the. We have incentive. I mean, to really work on our chakra, because most humans only have 1, 2, and 3 chakras open, activated. We want to learn how to activate the heart chakra. That doesn't mean you just go live in love and you activate the heart chakra. That's BS. It's a light spectra. You got to bring in more of that light spectra. It's not about love. Come on. I mean, omni love is coming from the 12th dimension, not here. So, and I heard some comments. I heard someone make a ridiculous comment. Oh, everything above 3D Earth is not polarized. Sorry. Everything below the 12th dimension is polarized. So that includes Earth or astral archetype. Okay, so we're not so great, but astral is also polarized. This is polarized. The 6th dimension is polarized. The 7th dimension is polarized. The 8th dimension is polarized. Still spiritual war. Still spiritual war. Still spiritual war. Still spiritual war. Still polarized. Now, when you get to the 12th dimension, no longer polarized. That's the New Age distortion. They think everything is blessed above the 4D. Or they even say 3D. What's up? What's up? Where's my glasses, homie? You guys, let me grab my glasses. Or I just won't use them. I'll try to use these ones. These ones are not my close-ups, but we can do this with this. So, I mean, it's not like there's a whole bunch of New Age ideas of how to activate chakra, but what I always recommend is in the Kathara workshop, or if you have the Kathara manual, you will learn about triadic phase currents. Triadic, 3. You're going to work with 3 chakra at a time. Let's say you wanted to work on your heart chakra. Well, what's 3 levels above the heart? Always go 3 levels above. 1, 2, 3. Violet. So you'd be working with green and violet and the Maharata. That's the carrier wave. Thank you for that, Holy One. If you wanted to work on the 5D chakra, what's 3 levels above that? 1, 2, 3. So that's gold. The 8th chakra is gold right here, the thymus, not the throat. This is the throat. This is the thymus. This is the heart. So it's between the heart and the throat. This is right below your collarbone. You can feel it. This is gold. So you'd be working with blue and gold and the Maharata. Third eye, indigo. 1, 2, 3. Silver. Indigo, silver, and Maharata. You want to work on the crown? Same thing. You keep doing the same thing. 1, 2, dark blue. So violet, dark blue, and Maharata. Triadic phase currents. And you're going to learn how to use them together. Not New Age. I'm sure there's something in New Age you can learn about the chakras and activating them. I mean, it's not like all people are distorted, but I would rather learn from the Emerald Order way, right? I mean, shit, man. Let me just show you, because we all should be learning Cathara. It's not a secret. We're not keeping that from you. Because I heard someone say that comment. Let me show you. I'm going to get lit. Don't worry. Right here, right after this. I just want to show this. Put the word triadic. Triadic. 81 results. I'm not going to go through all of them. I just want to show you. Let me go down past the index. Combined triadic phase currents. Triadic, primary triadic. Triadic currents. This is the Cathara PDF. It should be on your device. You guys should be learning Cathara. Triadic phase currents. Triadic phase currents. I'm looking for the chapter on it. Come on. Okay. 4 primary triadic phase currents. Triadic. Oh, there it is. Let me go back up. I just saw it. Wait. What the shit? There. You see, if you read this and you're new, you're like, what the hell? This is a different language. Telluric current, not a Huva body. What the F is that, right? Phase 1, 2, and 3. Phase 1, chakra is red. The first chakra is red. The second chakra is orange gold. Wow. That's interesting. Not just normal orange. Chakra 3 is yellow. Chakra 4, the soul level, Terahertz level means soul. Dora means soul. So this is the soul level. I keep showing you guys the heart chakra, the throat chakra, and the third eye chakra are the soul level. Green, blue, and blue-violet. You can call the indigo ray blue-violet. This is what also the Emerald Order says too. But I hear plenty of times Ashana will just say indigo. And I just said, your other higher chakras, gold, 8th one, and the 9th one, silver. But they tell you how to do it. They tell you how to run it. Here it is. Remember I said the heart one? Where's the heart one? Pale silver, that's the Maharata, pale silver, with green and 3 chakra above the green. Heart, ego, throat. Wait a second. I made a mistake then. You got to count the green one as 1. Then the blue one as 2. And then the violet one as 3. I'm glad I saw this. So you don't go green and then count 3. I guess, sorry guys, I said it wrong. But at least we've seen it right here. So you wanted to work on this one? You're going to go 1 blue, 2 indigo. What? Oh, wait a second. Wait, green, blue is your throat. And then your third eye. No. Indigo, yes, and then crown, violet, and that one is 3-way. I will have to reread this, man. I don't want to teach you something that's. But anyways, you still need these instructions, and they'll show you the instructions and actually how to sit and do it and run it through your head, and so there we go. I'm glad I saw that. So I need to do some more triadic phase currents. And you guys think about this. Whenever you have some health issues, you could find out what chakra is related to those health issues and balance that chakra. Work on that chakra. Or maybe it's a chakra that you just want to explore. If you want to explore the crown violet ray, you would simply do some triadic phase currents. I know that sounds weird because you never heard of it before, but learn and read about it and start training it. Even watch the workshop where Oceana is teaching you how to, on the screen. So, wait, I did turn off the PDF, right? You guys can see me. I always got to, yeah, okay. Yeah, just about 20 more seconds on this. Putting in the medicine. This wacky tobacco. This, and after tonight, I plan on not smoking again. So probably Saturday. But I want to, I fasted a few times last week. I fasted Monday and Thursday or something like that. Like, I want to do more fasting. As a matter of fact, I think if you guys fasted once a week, like, I'm probably going to think about fasting on Sundays, every Sunday, but I'm not sure. It just depends. If I have a lot of work to do, like physical work, I would probably want to eat, but you guys organize that in your life, because this really helps you reach your higher self. A diet. I mean, not eating. Fasting does wonders to your body, especially if you can make it to the third day or more. If you can go for 3 days or more, like my daughter, I talked about my daughter Odyssey having some health issues, and so I told her all about the alkaline diet. She's actually very interested because she doesn't want to be suffering or have surgery for her colitis. So there's a way to use alkaline diet to take care of any disease or cancer. But I also said you're going to want to fast too. It's no joke. It's not even hard. My personal experience, I wasn't hungry. Let's say you start to feel a little bit of hunger. You go like this. You would drink several gulps, like 1, 2. Let your belly be a little bit. That's why it's called water fasting. And plus, it also cleanses you out. It's like a little bit of a detox because you're flushing out. You'll be peeing a lot. And what's interesting and cool, you don't poop when you stop eating. Excuse me. Excuse me about that. So let's get lit and reach some of our higher self. Boost our higher self a little bit. And so you guys don't have to do this. This is all free will. You saw a lot of people in chat, at least 10 people in chat wanted to do this too. So, and something called mushroom on your salad. What veggies do you like on your salad? What about mushrooms? Do you like mushrooms? Have you tried mushrooms on your salad? That will assist you guys. I can tell you from my own personal experience, no lie, truly, sincerely, that medicine that I just mentioned, that medicine will help you to see and witness and experience your higher self. I'm not saying it's going to help you ascend or something. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it will let you see your junk DNA. Machiwa. Higher self, connection to higher self. Put that intention. Use that affirmation. Charge it. Send it. Transmit it. Know it. See it. Visualize it. A picture in your mind. We are alchemists. Spiritual alchemists, baby. What's up? This is wacky tobacco. And I think a lot of people probably meditate with music on. I do the opposite. No music. I put silicone earplugs in. Silicone earplugs. You don't hear anything. Not nothing. I'm saying it's so much better than foam earplugs. Breathe. 3 times as long, 4 times, 5 times as long as a regular breath. This is a regular breath. Inhale, exhale. Now do it 5 times longer. See? Inhale, hold breath, exhale, hold breath, inhale, hold breath, exhale, hold breath, inhale, hold breath. Get it? I gotta blow my nose because I just took a hit, smoke. Sorry. Off camera though. But these earplugs make a huge difference. And you're exploring. This is like a technology. Okay? And so we're actually very experienced at this up there. This is basics for us, like it's just understood. It's not a belief or a hope, it's a knowing. You know. So, as you can see, I'm already on the medicine and I feel this expanded feeling. It's like you are like this actual space is going like this. Like you can reach more, like you have some type of radar and you can go beyond your normal space and sense more, feel more, connect, know. This is just being, presence, mindfulness. Shika's presence. So, I just feel some amazing stuff in my third eye. I'm feeling my chest light up. I feel my feet chakra, like the bottom of your feet. I can feel them, the energy, real energy, like people don't believe or they need proof, but it's not a belief, it's a knowing. You actually are witness, your testimony of these other worlds, these higher selves. You see them. I see my higher self. You can see your higher self. You do. A lot of you do. It can show up as a spirit guide. Oh, Holy Spirit Guide, Divine Being, thank you for visiting me. Right? It's you. Eventually you'll know that. You'll know. You'll experience. You'll witness. And so every step we go, like every level we make, is a greater being, like evolution to a greater being, spiritual evolution. And it's activating that higher dormant DNA, because when you de-evolve or step down, if you step down, come down to a lower dimension, you're the dimension you just came from, that strand fragments, becomes dormant. Okay? And so you are trying to make that active. That's why we use the word activate. You're trying to activate dormant DNA, which is memory, which is the future, or yet it's our true present, because we're in the past now. We're returning back, and when you to Tara, which is our future, well, that you're returning to your higher DNA, because you just put that piece together. You put the strands together. If you're not ascending, you're probably breaking them down, or you're falling into worse blocks in your DNA, which is blocks in your consciousness, and also block in your spiritual evolution. You're stuck at that one level. So, actually, many of these beings consciously knew that at the beginning, when there was the fallen angelic war. They knew that they would be falling from the 12th dimension, not being able to access creation currents anymore. But they chose that because now they can set themselves up as gods and absorb all your energy. So they just feed off of that. You're feeding these beings, these dark beings, the phantom beings, to grow bigger, which means they have more power and strength over you. You're just entertainment. You're just slave labor, you could say. So we're just going to transmute that. We're not going to allow that. We're not going to be victims. We're not lambs. We're not violent either. We're positive, and we're doing this through consciousness. We're bringing in love, real love, true love, not the fake love or the transient love, or what do you call superficial love? Oh, I love you because you're so hot and sexy. Oh, I love you because you're so rich, lots of money. That's superficial. I don't want to be with someone who's ugly or poor. Hey, you're attracted to a mate, you choose whatever, it's what you're talking about. Loving all, you love all, not some, not just your people, your race, all. And so that's what holy angel beings do. That's what God does. It's called omni-love for a reason. It's in the teachings. You can check, like I always do in front of you. We do search in the PDF. Look up that term, or actually any term that you're curious about. It'll be on some page in that 600-page whatever plus book. And so this is sacred knowledge, man. The Guardian Alliance is in the house. We don't mess around, man. We bring the truth, even if it hurts. And that's not this, what New Agers call fear, like fear porn. It's not fear porn, you guys. What you are doing, or what some people are doing, is cluelessness. Wishing away the darkness. Pretending the darkness doesn't exist. That's dangerous, holy ones. Okay? And then there's those who think, oh, you're not supposed to go into the drama. Or it's just a game. Or it's just a simulation. You guys, simulation and hologram are not exactly the same thing. A hologram is what matter form is made of. A simulation is saying that, oh, you're not a real world. You're just a virtual world. You're not. So they're trying to say you're not a real person. You don't get the science like you get Kelantic science. You hear what I said? Or is that a new term for you? Kelantic science. And so there is a hologram. And then inside the hologram, that is what our physics really is. We're in the primal light fields. And we're just ensconced in something greater called the primal sound fields. So sound became before light. You see, it's greater, more primordial than light. It's that which created light. But it's a hologram field. Light fields are holograms. We're in the hologram. And so there's 24 of those. They're called 15-dimensional time matrices. So there's 24 time matrices. And this is ours. And ours is currently in this life cycle, because according to Oceana, there's more previous ones, not just ours, which is 950 billion years. So how many more times have we done this? And what makes it stop? I guess when you finally all ascend into oneness, there's this concept called return back to source God. That means we fell from our original self, and we're trying to get back one ascension level at a time back to our original selves, which was angelic. And we were actually the angelic human race. Are we angelic now? No, that's not what I'm saying, because we're in a different dimension than that angelic race. We're a distortion of that angelic race. So that's why we're so, we have so many issues and problems and shadows and darkness here, is because we're not, the same anymore. We're broken, we're fragmented, we forgot who we are, we have distorted DNA, our health started declining, like as a species. We're just like at war with each other. Why? This is crazy, but we're choosing it. No, there's tyranny here. I should take these out. Doesn't matter, I guess. It's weird to have these earplugs in, take them off. It sounds different. This is weird. I gotta go back. No. I sleep with these too. It's powerful, man. Should try it sometime. Yeah. And sometime, what I think would be cool or weird? I think sometime in your life, all of you need to live a day where you're just one day from when you wake up till you go to bed. One day in your life. You have to live your day blindfolded, where you can't see nothing. Live your whole day blindfolded. See what type of experience you have. Send me clips of your video, have some footage of it, and then I'll put it, all of yours in a collage of people's experiences. How am I supposed to wipe my ass? What? Come on, dude. Wash my hands and what? Where's the door? Where's the handle? Where's It's not supposed to be like that. I mean, come on. You can't see when you're in meditation. Are you lost and confused? Come on, Machiwa. We are powerful beings. You are. Machikas. Angelic human. Turanesium. The angelic human race. You remember Tara? Remember our home world? our people, sup homies, returning. Okay, that's our higher selves. Our higher selves are these holy beings, who are living the law of one. And we can only dream of it, or, because we got so much corruption and darkness and shadow here. Wow, we're losing. So, but our job is not to save people, you guys. But we want, as a goal, of course, for most people to ascend, or as many people to ascend. I guess that's really the only thing we can do. Those who are actually, with their free will, they want to check. Okay, I'll check with you guys. What's up? What are you all about? Good question. Mochiwa. Yeah, I call you holy for a reason, because you are holy. 88 people. What's up, homies? Is 88 your number? Okay. So, there's all kinds of communications. That's just one of them. Right? But yeah, I like this energy. You guys are a great group of people. You guys are all. There's so many regulars. You guys must love each other too. It's not like you drive each other nuts. You love each other. We're a very loving group, and we're learning that. Hey, we're not perfect, but we're bettering ourselves. And so